Hi everyone, it's Luca Marongiu, you're welcome back to season. As we said inside the previous video, summer is gone. Yeah, so we're starting to prepare different recipes, different ingredients, and as I said, the ingredient we're gonna use, the ingredient that is gonna be the protagonist of all our recipes is gonna be the sofa. I already explained why. First recipe is gonna be a lentil soup. Right. Pretty boring food, I'd say, or you would say. I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that because there's so many opportunities of changing these boredom attached to this recipe. Well, let's start from the fact that lentils are incredibly good for you, brilliant source of iron, and so on and so on. But leaving this on the side, I'd like to show you how it's easy and really straightforward, just working with texture of your ingredients to completely change the shape and the look of a recipe. Buying exactly the same ingredient as you would do for a boring recipe, just making something memorable out of basically nothing. Well, I hope you're gonna enjoy this recipe. I'm probably gonna publish this recipe in 2 different episodes because it could be a bit long and I don't want you to get bored watching my hands and my face. So guys, I hope I'll see you back soon on the community, yeah? Take it easy.
Right, let's start to explain the ingredients. We have here lentils that have been soaking for 2 hours, just to rehydrate them. There you go. Then we have chopped onions and chopped carrot, a pumpkin, some cauliflower florets, well, bits of cauliflower, and mushrooms. I have champignon, button mushroom, I'd rather you get something nicer than that, but I didn't manage. And we have 2 morcilla. Morcilla is basically a Spanish black pudding, let's call it like that. It's not exactly the same, but it's quite similar. You could use, if you don't like black pudding, you could use a sausage, you could use bacon, you could use nothing if you want, if you're vegetarian and you would like to have a vegetarian option. Yeah, I use it because I'm not vegetarian, but fair enough if you wanted to. Well, we cut the morcilla in bits and we put it inside a hot pan with a tiny bit of oil, really little amount. When it's completely melted, because it tends to melt rather than fry, we add our carrots and our onion and we let it stew really nicely and slowly. Okay, let's see how we can cut a big vegetable like a pumpkin or a parsnip or whatever. We put our knife on top of the pumpkin and we basically make an incision, and when we're sure that the knife is completely inside the pumpkin, we turn it around as you see in the image and we push down. So what happened here? We just made sure that we were never having the blade towards us. It was always towards the chopping board or going on the outside, as we see when we are going to clean the wedges that we make. Now we do basically wedges following the shape of the pumpkin, and we clean it as we see in the image, cutting like that, making sure that the knife never goes towards you. There you go. Now we chop really finely our pumpkin, and we add it at the end when it's finely chopped to our sofrito. There you go. Pumpkin in. Okay, when everything is nicely cooked, we add our lentils. There you go. And we let it go for a few minutes. Honestly, like 2 minutes is more than enough. Perfect. Just to get some flavor. We cover with vegetable stock, and we basically cover just the surface of the lentils. You don't want to boil them, you want to braise them. Yeah. So you turn down the heat and you want a gentle boil. You don't want to boil them too much. Fantastic. Until now I didn't add any salt. Why? Because the salt makes the lentil go hard the skin gets hard, gets thick, and is really unpleasant. And that's it. That's a normal, pretty average, tasty, really tasty, nice lentil soup. But that's it. That's a lentil soup. Okay, guys, I'll see you soon for the next episode and see how we can turn these around. Yeah, take it easy.